Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Nation Wants to Know. My guest this episode, this week, is someone who really created a stir after the election results. You've seen him on television. Mr. Ratan Sharda is a very well-known face. He comes on my debates on panels. I introduce him as an RSS ideologue. He's written a history of the RSS, which I believe all of you should read. He's a serious political thinker, but independent in spirit. And though his views have always more or less been supportive of the BJP, what happened was that after the election results, Mr. Ratan Sharda wrote a very biting piece in The Organizer, which, as you know, is an RSS mouthpiece. And that piece, and I have a copy of it, which was written, Modi 3.0, Conversation for Course Correction. And the blurb to that article said that the Lok Sabha's 2024 verdict is an indicator that the BJP needs to go in for course correction. And hopefully the BJP has the honesty to overcome its shortcomings and have corrective action. This article by Ratan Sharda, along with the extremely critical speech of RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat, where he did not name Narendra Modi but made insinuations. He did not name the BJP but he made obvious references. And he spoke about the need for arrogance to come down, for the nature of the conversation in the elections to become more pleasant. Both these things came together. And for about a week after the results, there was this conversation that on the one hand, Mohan Bhagwat, and on the other hand, even an RSS ideologue, a pro-RSS person, completely an RSS person, like Ratan Sharda, been extremely critical of the BJP and the Prime Minister. And this message is therefore a message from the Sangh to the BJP. There were people from the Lutyens circuit who said, this is proof that the RSS is cross with the BJP. They're angry with the BJP. They will no longer support the BJP, and the BJP will now be in a state of gradual and terminal decline. Of course, all of this happened immediately in the aftermath of the election, so there was a bit of euphoria from the Lutyens circuit. But the gentleman in front of me, Ratan Sharda, welcome to The Nation Wants to Know. I must say, he did something which I found very unusual. He went completely underground. Ratan Sharda gave a couple of interviews, and then you have just gone down under. You've not spoken. You came once on my show, but of course did not speak about this. We spoke about something else. And a lot of viewers at that time said, why don't you interview him and what he really thinks about the BJP? Where did Narendra Modi go wrong? Did Narendra Modi go wrong? Is there a problem between Mohan Bhagwat and Narendra Modi? Is there a problem between the Sangh and the BJP? Does the Sangh believe the BJP has grown too big for its boots? Was the Sangh angry with JP Nadda's interview in the Indian Express where he said that we do not need the electoral help of the RSS? Did the Sangh not support the BJP in Uttar Pradesh? These are questions on everyone's conversation. So what I'll do is today, since I have got you in the hot seat and you can't run from there, I will put all these questions to you, and I hope that you will give me as independent and free an answer as you can. So first of all, thank you for coming, Mr. Sharda.
Arnab, first of all, congratulations to you. And thanks for bringing me to the auditorium, which is being used for the first time. So I'm virtually inaugurating it, I would say.
Yes, you are.
And you are building a beautiful and wonderful studio, huge one. And I've seen your struggle. I've seen you putting all your might when you launch your channel. I've seen you, whatever you had, you put in this particular studio. And all the best to you.
Thank you.
And now coming to your opening remarks, first of all, I am not an RSS ideologue. RSS doesn't use the word ideologue. Ideologue is somebody who actually influences the thinking of the organization. I don't do that. I'm just an ordinary Swayamsevak. I have no office. I'm not having any office in RSS, any responsibility from RSS. So first of all, that's one thing. Secondly, you also talked about whether, Mohanji insinuated something. See, it was a program which was meant for the graduates of RSS. First time a new program has been launched, which is generally considered third year, was now second year of skill development. So this particular batch was the skill of Seva. So how do you do Seva work? and this is the training for that particular group of people.
Right.
So this valedictory session was for those people.
Yeah.
And what he said is said by every Sarsang Chalak right from Dr. Hedgewar. So it is not something what he said was different from what every Sarsang
Obviously, there was
Chalak
a
said.
context.
But
There was a
context,
context.
you can build a context because that is the work of the media to
there
create
is a
context.
context. I'm not
Secondly,
building a context. There is-
as you know, I had said I will not talk anything about my article. You can ask me 10 more questions. You can take me around for BJP, whatever, election analysis. But I will not speak only on my article. That is very clear. That's the reason I refused you 8-9 days back also. And still
What provoked you to write that article?
There is no provocation.
Was there any sense of... The sense I got was that you were reflecting the views of the Sangh, their discomfort with some things the BJP had done.
No,
Some
first
ways
of all,
in which the BJP was operating, and there was some internal discord between the
first
BJP.
of all, as I said, I am not holding any office in RSS.
No, you speak independently.
So I do not know what Mohanji thought because Mohanji spoke after 4 days of my writing the article. It just shows that Swayamsevak have similar thinking, and he is a supreme leader. He thinks before he speaks, and every word of his is measured. As I said, the context was wrongly chosen. That's one thing. And secondly, he also talked about the fake news which affected RSS also. RSS was dragged into the election, which was not done. And that is one thing. And since you talked about provocation, there is no provocation. It's just that organizer asked me to, write an article about lessons of 2024. And I sat down to write, and all the things that came to my mind, I put it down. Because, as you know, I have been monitoring politics for a long time. I'm a long-time supporter of Jan Sangh onward to BJP. I have seen the Jan Sangh go from 500 votes, where they would celebrate 500 votes, where not losing the deposit was a celebration. From that time, I've seen the growth of BJP. I've seen the 1984 period. I've seen the 75, 77. I have gone to jail with communist, socialist, and BJP and RSS people. So all that context is there. So naturally, as a family member of this ideological parivar, I had some thoughts that came to my mind. I put them on the paper. It was a concerned karyakarta, it was a concerned person. As a part of the ideological family, I put some ideas down on the paper, that's all. And for people to draw conclusions, somebody told me to write, somebody nudged me to write, nothing like that. And
you were writing on
organizer is good enough.
You were writing on your own.
Yeah, and organizer good enough that they said, I asked them whether they want to publish it. He said, there is no harm at all.
Tell me, Mr. Sharda, that...
Because if you look at it, it may be
RSS
scathing, but there is no ill will. Because ultimately, I want BJP to grow and be strong.
And I'm not saying there's an ill will, but did the RSS... Okay, now let me caveat all this by saying that if it makes you more comfortable, I'll caveat all of this by saying that you're speaking as a political commentator and you're not speaking on behalf of the RSS.
No, not at all.
You can take that part out of the equation. I think you'll speak more freely if you do. So let me ask all of this to you now as a political commentator, and viewers will draw their inference. Now, Mr. Sharda, the popular conversation is that this time the RSS did not go all out for the BJP, as it did not put its tremendous force on the ground to ensure 100% voting for BJP, which you yourself in your article say it did in 2014. And I want to ask you why that was the case.
I also wrote in the same article that we did the same this time also. If you see the first part of the article, where I first of all want to, discredit the entire idea that RSS didn't work for this election. RSS has always been trying to awaken people to go and vote. That was done in 2014, it was done in 2019, again 2024, clear-cut instructions to make people go out and vote. In Delhi alone, the report I got was 120,000 small mohalla level meetings where 10, 12 people, 15 people come together. They are told about the issues of the nation and they are asked to vote and go out and vote. In Mumbai, halfway down the election, when I talked to somebody in RSS, they said 50,000 meetings already taken place. Now, you multiply this with the hundreds of towns and cities that India has. Imagine how many meetings RSS would have done. Beyond that, to take people to the booth, naturally you have got Panna Pramukh, you have got Booth Pramukh of BJP. They are supposed to take the people to the polling booth, and if at all they need help for the local RSS, they go and tell them to help in certain way, they go and help.
But they didn't.
There is no ill will at all.
They did not ask for the help this time. Mr. Nadda gave an interview where he said that we are the largest party, we have our own force, we do not need the help of the RSS as far as elections are concerned.
Well, I said this long back in my first book, RSS 360, I put it down on paper. I think first book was 2006-7, when I said that every organization that grows out of RSS receives initial help. After that, every organization is supposed to have its own cadre, its own pracharak, its own full-time workers. And BJP has grown enough that they don't need RSS support for campaigning and all. This is 2007-8. I am not talking today. So that is the stand. So what he said was not wrong. It was perhaps the context that you pointed out. There may be context during the election that, see, today what happens, 10-second clip, that's all you use to make up your mind. One tweet and you decide to make up your mind, look at the headline and say, this is what he has said. He had an interview, out of which this was one point. And as I said, the context at that time, maybe people were taken differently because of one sentence, 10 seconds of clip. But this is the stance of BJP, as RSS, that every organization has its own strength. There is VHP, there is ABVP, everybody has their own cadre, everybody has its own full-time workers. It's not RSS which is giving them. Look at Ekal Vidyalaya, something to, far off of your mind, which Vanvasi Kalanashram, all of them their own cadre, their own rank file, their own full-time workers, and that's how it grows.
No, but there's a difference between actively and aggressively pushing for voting for the BJP and saying that we will make awareness camps and ask people to vote on nationalistic lines, which is very general.
Not general.
Which is very general.
Not
it's
very,
not as clear as saying go vote for
You say nation first. You say nation first. What is in your mind?
Nation.
Naturally, it's not. You definitely know it's not Communist Party.
No.
You know it's not Congress. So the conclusion is very clear. The message is very clear that you are going to vote for people who support India's unity, integrity.
But was there a feeling that this time the BJP should perhaps show to the people of the country and to everyone what they can do on their own? The whole thing is, the real issue is, and that you also say in your article, you said, let me say it bluntly, the RSS is not a field force of the BJP. Did the RSS...
That is an answer to people like you.
No, did it
you on the day of election results, you said, on the first thing you said, RSS didn't work for BJP. That, provoked me to say, Baba, RSS there work for BJP. Now, if, for example, in my own locality...
But did you really work for the BJP?
In my own locality, I'm telling you, in my own locality, BJP people didn't turn up in the booth to set up a table for the voters. RSS person went and put up the table there. Nobody told him.
Did they do that in Varanasi?
They must have done, I don't know.
Did they do that in Faizabad?
How would I know? See, Faizabad, anyway, BJP won the election in Ayodhya part, didn't win in other ways. That is where the other issue comes, that which has been widely quoted, which I still stand by, that the new age workers who work on social media, they don't realize that street work is different from the social media works. So they need to go out on the street and converse with people. The last point of my article, which clearly says that they must converse, they must converse with the people and they must converse with each other so they understand what people are talking about. Equally, so that's entirely the lesson.
Equally, it could be said that, obviously you will not say it in as many words, that this time the feeling was that the BJP has grown. It's like a child who has grown taller than his own parent, and the parent is willing to hold the child's hand in case it falls, but even a doting parent would sometimes want the child to fall, for the child to then stand up, for the child to then ask the parent to hold its hand so that they can walk holding hands in the future together. Now, the general sentiment, I'm not saying this, and on this program Nation Wants to Know, you can ask anyone, Mr. Sharda, the sense is that the RSS does love the BJP, but there is an apprehension that the BJP thinks it's become very big, can handle things on its own. So let it have a little bit of a setback. They will come back to us and then we'll talk.
See, RSS won't take the risk of BJP losing, very definitely.
Are you sure?
Why not? Why would they take the risk when BJP is delivering on the promise? Maybe some things are not yet done, but what is done in last 10 years is more than anybody expected. So why would BJP want it to fail? Tell me. Why would top leadership of BJP itself want somebody to fall?
Maybe
there is no reason at all.
Felt it was not consulted enough. The RSS felt excluded out of the decision-making process of the BJP.
I have met enough RSS people, I have met enough of BJP people. There is no such feeling. As I said, every local level, if the local cadre, they meet each other, they ask for a support, it is given. You look at Odisha, you look at Telangana, you look at Tamil Nadu, look at Kerala, everywhere RSS and BJP cadre work together. So it's just somewhere where BJP has its own very strong
with the Modi factor becoming so big? With the fact that this election was found entirely around the personality of Mr. Narendra Modi?
Election is BJP's business. BJP has to decide how to project itself. It's not RSS. RSS is not fighting election.
But RSS would want the BJP to project the BJP, not for the BJP to project Mr. Modi.
What RSS wishes is not the question. Question is how BJP feels. How BJP feels it can win.
It is the question.
If they found that what they projected did not get them the required support, then they will look at the entire thing.
The natural reaction is that if there is someone who you feel is making a mistake, and if there's a driver and he's driving the car in the wrong direction and is not listening to you, you would allow the car to swerve in the wrong direction, have a little accident, not a fatal accident, and then say, see, I told you so. Which is why I feel, Mr. Sharda, that there was a coordinated RSS attack on the BJP.
Not at all.
There was,
one instance.
It almost seems like.
Show me one instance before election, any instance where RSS stood against
to
BJP.
me like
Tell me one instance in entire pre-election period.
After the election results.
No, it should be proven in the, you have to show it in the pre-election period, no?
No, post-election.
Why are you, see, then you are coming to conclusion after results are out.
No.
Did you expect me to say these things before election? No. But if you have gone on the field, your people on the field, did you find that RSS is not supporting BJP? Did you find that RSS wants BJP to lose? No, these are conclusions that you have right to draw, but which are not correct.
No, but
because everywhere I can tell you examples of Chhattisgarh, I can tell you examples of Gujarat, MP, where they were tremendously
unfair on the BJP.
You have seen MPs.
I felt you were unfair on the BJP because. May I?
See, when I'm all this argument I'm giving.
Were you not unfair on the BJP?
But what
because did the RSS say after the BJP won Rajasthan, after the BJP won Madhya Pradesh, after the BJP won Chhattisgarh, that great, your strategy is working? On the contrary, when the BJP did lesser than expected in the general elections, Mr. Sharda, you were not the only one to have remarked on the BJP after the elections. In fact, it came as a massive coincidence, or looked almost like a coordinated approach from the RSS to tone down the BJP in the aftermath of the election results. In fact, some of the things that were being said about arrogance, for example, about the need to take everyone along, about the nature of the language that is to be used in the election campaign, about the fact that the BJP did not choose its allies like Ajit Pawar well, were critical views. I'm not saying they're wrong, but they were very critical views, and it's like, it hurts. The BJP would have expected the RSS to be more supportive after the results instead of also becoming critical, and that also openly.
I would say,
why openly?
BJP would have expected.
Why a public admonishment?
BJP would be happy if RSS is with BJP before election. After election, everybody has a right to, share the views that will help BJP to improve its own performance. Now, let me see. 2 days back, I wrote an article for Republic. You asked me to write an article, and I wrote an article. It stuck to me that Congress has increased its vote share by 2%, and this is due to entire Muslim population vote turning to 100% vote going to Congress. That is what they got. Then they got 9 to 10% of SC/ST votes because of fake news they spread and worked very hard to prove that it's right. And they lost another 9 to 10% of the SC/ST votes.
That's right.
On one side. BJP's vote percentage remains same, though it lost 9% vote they got it from the south. Now, if Congress has got just 2% increase, despite all the polarization of caste, lower caste and Muslim votes, etc., what is the future of Congress? How will it grow another 7 to 8% to become a ruling party? While in case of BJP, they just go back to the true nature of what they're doing for the people, go and reach out to people, they will get back,
but you're moving away
from
my question.
So,
you're moving away from my question.
Because,
my question
it's important because the argument starts with saying that BJP lost very badly, BJP did not score well, RSS did not support. I am saying actually is a wrong perception created by, as you rightly said, by the Luton crowd. But at least I would be very clear that BJP will recover very fast from where it was.
The ideological agenda of the Congress and the ideological agenda of the BJP. Why was there a coordinated RSS attack on the BJP?
Why? Coordination.
I mean, I sometimes look at it and I find that some of the kind of stuff that is being said is the kind of stuff that you would expect, people like Parakala Prabhakar to say. Let me give you an example. When Mohan Bhagwat said, and it added fuel to the fire, and although he did not,
you talked about arrogance.
No, let me say
in my article also, I have said arrogance of the middle level and lower level workers.
No, sir.
I have not thought of top leadership. It is the middle and lower level that thought that we will win through sitting on Modi's shoulder. And I pointed this out. Even before election, even your own debates, in front of BJP people, that don't try to ride on Modi's broad shoulders all the time. You have to be on the field.
I agree with you.
Not something I said after election.
But
so this is very clear.
But you know, in a Modi-centric election campaign, every comment after the elections regarding the BJP and regarding any Sevak will be seen in the context of the Prime Minister. Now, allow me. Mohan Bhagwat's particular comment, which added fuel to the fire, and although he did not attribute it to anyone, but it happened in the immediate aftermath of the results. And when he starts speaking in that speech, you can say that he starts speaking by saying, we are all meeting in the immediate aftermath of the elections and everything I'm saying is in the context of the elections. He says, जो वास्तविक सेवक है, उसमें अहंकार नहीं आता कि मैंने किया. Exact translation, that a person who is a real sevak does not have the arrogance to say, I did. Now, the Pradhan Mantri ji refers to himself as Pradhan Sevak. Comment is made after the results. Sabko pata hai that the reference is an attempted reference to the Prime Minister. Was it not?
See,
was it not?
And
tell me one thing, sir. No. Follow up to that, then you can answer it entirely. A person as intelligent, as experienced, and as careful in his use of words as Mohan Bhagwat would obviously know कि वो जो बात उन्होंने कही है वो किस तरफ इशारा कर रहे हैं, उस पर तो स्पेकुलेशन होगा ही. उनको पता है कि इलेक्शन के रिजल्ट के बाद जब इस तरह की विपरीत परिस्थिति आती है तो हर एक शब्द उनका प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की तरफ इशारा करता दिखा समझा जाएगा. So why did he say that? क्या जरूरत थी?
I have said many places this particular program was for the third year trainees of RSS.
Sir.
It was a validatory function.
No.
It was.
You really think?
Just a moment.
That sentence.
Just a moment. It was for the people who are oriented to Seva Karya. This was a special training batch of the Seva Karya people. So when Seva Karya people say this, that you must not have arrogance when you serve the people. This is right from Swami Vivekananda's time. And every Sarsang Chalak, right from Dr. Hedgewar, I can quote you the actual speeches
But it was not a general comment.
It was a general comment.
Was not a general.
It was comment for the Sevaks who were sitting there, who were trained to work for the people, and that is where he said that you should not have arrogance. You should serve the people without arrogance. Vivekananda says that you are not doing any favor to the people who you are serving. They are doing a favor.
You know that this was not. You know that this was not the. You know that Mr. Sharda, this is not the way. You think that all you are telling me all this public conversation was wrong? You think there was no attempt at taking on or publicly criticizing the Prime Minister?
Let me complete. He talked about.
And was that not unfair to the Prime Minister?
No, tell me.
Was that not unfair to the Prime Minister?
Tell me, was the opposition very responsible in what he said? So if you pick up what Mohanji said, fits equally well to opposition parties. It fits.
But he did not specify opposition.
He didn't specify anybody. He will not specify anybody. He said opposition also dragged us in. He clearly said that we also were dragged into election with fake news. He said that, right?
No, but he did not say the Congress did the fake news.
No,
he did not make a single. He did not make a single reference. He did not make a single reference to the Congress, which has accused the RSS of being a fascist.
Only proves my point.
Fascist Nazi type organization.
It only proves my point that he did not name Congress. Why do you want him to name BJP?
Why play with words?
You are naming BJP.
Why play with words?
Mohan Bhagwat.
Why play
you
with
are playing.
Words?
This is not play with words.
Was this an attempt at a motherly?
I am saying.
Was this an attempt at a motherly reprimand of the BJP by the RSS?
See, for that they have enough time to talk to each other in private. No, they want to speak.
Wouldn't this look like an ego war between the RSS and the BJP?
Why?
Relevance.
They are 10 years they are together. For 10 years they worked together. In Ram Mandir, he was sitting next to Modi ji for the inaugural, right? And he complimented Modi ji continuously all these years that for the work he has done. Why would you come in public to tell him about that?
That's exactly my point, that 10 years you've worked together. Why immediately after the results come out, you start chiding the BJP openly?
Again you are saying this.
Chiding the BJP openly?
Again saying.
All the elections the BJP won, the RSS never said well done. One election the BJP does a little less than expected. The RSS stands up and see, don't be arrogant, don't choose the wrong people, don't have the wrong alliances, don't speak the wrong language. It's like a motherly reprimand.
No.
Motherly reprimand.
You yourself said you didn't name Congress. So why are you assuming you named BJP? It's for you to judge, no?
No, it was a
Look at the
conjunction.
comment,
It
this
was
comment-
Mohan Bhagwat,
These comments-
Indresh Kumar, and the gentleman sitting in front of me, Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda said something, and after that, Indresh
First of
Kumar.
all-
Oh, by the way, Indresh Kumar.
He withdrew his statement.
Indresh Kumar comes and
He withdrew
says.
his statement in the
No,
evening.
no. But what did he say?
no.
Withdrawal.
He did not withdraw his statement in
Withdrawal
the
is not
evening.
the issue. Withdrawal
the
is not the issue. No, it's not the issue.
He withdrew
No,
the-
he said, Indresh Kumar said.
I am not responsible
Indresh
for
Kumar
what
said.
Indresh
Indresh
says.
Kumar. No, you are not responsible. But उन्होंने क्या कहा? जिस पार्टी ने भगवान राम की भक्ति की, लेकिन अहंकारी हो गए, फिर अहंकार, लेकिन अहंकारी हो गए, उसे 241 पे रोक दिया. किसने रोका? या तो भगवान ने रोका या आरएसएस ने रोका. हालांकि वो सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बनी और जिन लोगों का राम में कोई विश्वास नहीं था, उनके एक साथ मिलकर भी उनको 233, 234 पर रोक दिया. Now the question is not that he later went on to backtrack this comment. Because let me explain to you what it says.
No?
He says, again the reference is to ahankar. Ahankar, viewers, means arrogance, means pride, means, sort of self-aggrandizement. Now, my question to Ratan Sharda ji is, and he's avoiding this question, is, I don't think all of this is accidental. Mr. Arrogance, ego, self-reflection. You were arrogant, you were egoistic, you must self-reflect, you must introspect. That's why you were stopped. A true sevak is never arrogant. A true sevak never uses bad language. You chose your alliances wrongly.
You repeating the same argument twice over will not change the comments. You want me to read my arguments again?
Why was this?
It's waste of time.
No, but why was this going on and
But
on
when
after
Indresh ji withdraws his statement or he makes a new statement, he should pick up that statement, no?
Why?
Pick up
Why
his earlier
should the
statement.
second statement must have been made under pressure?
What is under pressure? He is himself.
There must have been a call from the BJP saying, please don't embarrass us
He
in public.
himself is a senior leader for years together.
Yeah, but the fact is
So why would he withdraw the statement because somebody
maybe
said?
all of you felt that you went overboard in your initial reactions castigating the BJP.
No, not at all. I still believe I as a well-wisher, what I said for about BJP is right. It is for you to draw the conclusion. I know that I have got phones from BJP workers and leaders who said what you said is right. We should relook what we are doing. We should
Are these your words?
This is what BJP workers themselves are saying.
Yeah.
I didn't get one call from BJP asking me why did you say this or that. I did not get one call from RSS saying what did you say that. It shows that we are democratic.
Do you feel in your article?
Views. If BJP workers tell me or leaders tell me that what you said is right, we should also have another discussion within the party where we have gone wrong. I think the message is right because it is without ill will.
The message the
it is
RSS
with
was
very
sending
lot of
the message
goodwill I
to
make
the
this
BJP
statement.
through you. The RSS therefore was sending the message to the BJP through you.
First of all, my message nothing to do with the RSS. As I said very clearly that I wrote that article much before any RSS leader spoke. I got no call from any RSS leader to make a statement or write an article. I just asked by the organizer to write a letter. I wrote a article. They liked it. They published it. So to say that what RSS is saying, what I am saying, no, sorry, I don't have that ego that I have what I say is what RSS says.
You raised a few
I also said Mohanji's statement, RSS went to the press and told the people what he meant. Indresh ji withdrew the statement. Now to keep on hammering the same statement, which other RSS leader made a statement against anybody?
You need anyone to make a statement after Mohan Bhagwat?
Who stops anybody from making?
Senior most?
But Mohan Bhagwat has not made a statement.
That's what you think. Everybody's seen the speech.
It's for you to see.
The issues that you were making in your... You're backtracking now. Ratan Sharda ji, you're backtracking now. You're backtracking now. You're playing safe. I'll tell you something. You made the issue about candidate selection and washing machine.
You go back to any debate of any of my discussion with any channel in those 2 days. I have made the same statement. I have not made one statement about what Modi said. I'm very clearly what meant. You can draw conclusions.
Mr. Sharda, I'm not drawing conclusions. I will now start quoting you because you are in denial. Candidate selection of washing machines. Many are asking whether the RSS was unhappy with candidate selection this time. I'm again asking you as a political commentator, do you think?
Yes, as a political commentator, today I tell you 110 defectors were chosen.
110?
Yes.
Defectors were chosen.
Out of 543 seats, of which they were not fighting all the seats. So nearly 25%.
Viewers, at this point of time, I would request you 1 minute. So please watch closely every single word that Ratan Sharda is saying. Because though he's not saying it, this is the view of people in the Sangh Parivar about how the BJP has gone about this election. So one big grouse in my view that the RSS has I'm not saying he's speaking for the RSS, with the BJP this time, is that they got people into the party and gave them tickets who are not ideologically committed, as they should be, if they are going to be BJP candidates. Please continue, sir.
Okay, I said 110 people who defected to this party, out of which 16 lost the election. Right? What is the total?
Mistake by the BJP.
People, see, it is not I who decided.
Why are you being so cautious?
Listen to me.
You feel it's a mistake by the BJP?
Let me complete. If people decide not to vote for those people and 16 lose the ticket, lose the election, it is definitely that people didn't like the idea. Right?
Why
Whether I say it or
not?
Now listen to the next argument. So 16 people lost, and how much? What is the total of the BJP in this election? 63 seats?
Yeah.
So 63, loss of 63 seats, out of which 69 were from the defectors, or people who came to the party late. Yes. Those who came early, they won the election.
So
those who came at last moment, I'll tell you one example. One particular candidate from Mumbai went to UP, and UP people, local village people asked him, you are coming from Bombay all the way, who are you to represent us? He was chased out, he lost the election. Is it my comment? It is comment.
No, it's
a
reality. I'm not saying you need to be defensive about it.
I'm not defensive. I'm being very
glad
aggressive.
you're saying it.
Point is, what I'm saying is for the good of the BJP. I'm drawing some figure. I'm giving you some figures. It is not my figures.
I'm happy you're saying it.
See, these figures are my figures. These are election figures. You have been analyzing election figures. You have your own analysis. What I've said is true. So out of 60, total seat lost just 63. 69 defectors lost the seat, which means only if you correct this particular part, BJP is there to win all the elections.
Sharda, I am of
so it's very easy for BJP to just make one change, and they will gain the confidence back. That's what I'm saying. That they just need to gain the confidence of the people with just some minor corrections.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
Get ready to witness the best technology extravaganza of the year. The first edition of the Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards has received an overwhelming number of nominations. Dominating the categories are AI and robotics, healthcare, edutech, fintech, banking and finance, and martech. Groundbreaking innovations and revolutionary ideas from the largest digitalized economy in the world. Join us as we celebrate India's incredible digital growth story. Republic Business Emerging Technology Awards.
Can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
I am of the view that the best advice the best criticism always comes from your best well-wishers.
Yeah, sure.
It will not come from your enemies. It will come from somebody who wants you to do well, but is angry that you've strayed off the path. Such as people, such as Ratan Sharda. Now question is, Mr. Sharda, and speak up. No, Mr. Sharda, you're stopping me every sentence.
Word anger is wrong.
Whatever, you can call it disappointment.
Yes, of course. Disappointment.
Now you say,
my ideological parivar,
you know, one question in your minds.
When candidate in my constituency, BJP candidate loses by just 2% votes.
Correct.
And when the 100% polarization of certain communities to one side, and 2% voters could not be brought out because of the laziness of workers, naturally I feel upset.
But so what?
When I go to the BJP party local person saying, Baba, kya karna hai? And the person has no clue, you feel upset. You feel disappointed.
So what Ratan Sharda said, and I'll quote here viewers from his article, he said, it is estimated that about 25% of the candidates were seasonal migrants. This happened despite the shocking experience of 30% rebels in the last Himachal Pradesh elections that resulted in the defeat of the BJP. Local issues track record of the candidate does matter, one can see. Now, but Kangana won?
I am talking assembly
But Kangana won?
I am talking assembly election. Everybody won in Himachal this time.
No, but
I am talking of the lessons of assembly election.
which were not understood in the parliamentary election.
Yes, that's all I am saying.
So another thing which
Because Himachal everybody won, Uttarakhand everybody won. We can celebrate the people who win the election, but we think about where could have been better. That's all.
the other thing where I believe,
And I'm very sure BJP is thinking equally well.
this conversation is very interesting if you're a BJP supporter as well, because I believe that where the BJP went wrong, and people like Ratan Sharda's article came like this huge shock to the system that, oh my God. And people who are regular critics of the BJP said, see, if Ratan Sharda has also started criticizing the BJP, it must introspect. And
The critics are unhappy because if BJP listens to my advice, BJP will simply wipe off these people.
but that'll be good for the BJP.
Yes, definitely.
For example, you wrote, Mr. Sharda, that the induction of RSS abusers, you spoke about this. You said the induction of congressmen who had actively promoted the bogey of saffron terror and persecuted Hindus, who called 2611 RSS ki sajish and branded the RSS as a terrorist organization, became BJP leaders without as much of a regret note
Yes.
that they had made a mistake.
Yes.
Or that they were forced by their bosses to speak a lie. This showed the BJP in poor light and hurt RSS sympathizers immensely. Were you talking about Ashok Chavan?
No.
Who were you talking about? Name the person, no, kya hai?
I have put the name.
But tell me who is the person.
See the advantage of making my opinion. I'll tell you what
Ajit
happens.
Pawar.
No, listen.
Who are you referring to?
I'm telling
Who
you.
is this person?
This person later, after the article of 4 days, he released a regret letter from BJP letterhead from BJP headquarters. Kripa Shankar Singh. He said, I made a mistake. And I was influenced by Digvijay Singh, and they said that there is a long letter he has sent, and I made a mistake. I have now come to the right party. I'll do very well. I'll do best for the party and all that. So he released the letter. So when you express your opinion, somebody listens.
But you thought that was a mistake. It was a terrible mistake, wasn't it? That why do you think the BJP did it? I was also wondering, why did the BJP go all out to get people who he thought was winnable or was adding numbers in individual
Now,
constituencies?
whether he's winnable or not, that would be BJP
Or adding
ground
numbers.
report. I wouldn't know.
Or adding numbers? It thought it would hurt others?
I don't know whether others, but naturally these are the kind of people who lost elections, right? That's why out of 110, 69 lost, out of which Kripa Shankar was one. He apologized now. So if you express your
Was
opinion,
getting Ajit Pawar a mistake?
what I'm saying,
Was
if
getting Ajit Pawar a mistake?
people tell me, I don't tell.
What do you think?
I said very openly it's a mistake. So what?
Do you think he should be removed now from the Mahayuti alliance?
That's up to BJP to decide.
You say Maharashtra is a prime example of unnecessary politicking and avoidable manipulations.
Why did you say
NCP
this?
faction led by Ajit Pawar joined the BJP, though the BJP and the split SS at a comfortable majority. The false ego that only BJP leaders understand real politics and RSS cousins for village bumpkins is smirk-worthy. Now this viewers are now you must expand on this. Was there a feeling, and this is not today's thing. I used to cover BJP even when Pramod Mahajan was so influential as General Secretary, later became Minister. The feeling became in the early 2000s onwards that once the BJP came to power in Delhi, there was a feeling that started from the early 2000s but escalated maybe in the last 5 or 6 years that we know politics. We know how to win elections. We're a sophisticated election winning machine. And you guys are as your words, you're using the word village bumpkins. You guys are the social cause people who don't understand the ins and outs of winning an election. Now, can you expand on this? Was there this feeling growing?
See, I would advise you.
Okay,
let me see. I will advise you to go and have an opinion poll amongst BJP supporters and NCP supporters. They will bear out that none of the votes were transferred. NCP votes didn't come to BJP. BJP votes didn't go to NCP. And I'll tell you a reason. Maharashtra is the biggest battleground, ideological battleground between the Congress socialist, ideology and RSS ideology. RSS suffered right from 47, the first one to pass a resolution against RSS and banning RSS before Gandhiji's murder. I'm talking about 1947 September somewhere. They passed a resolution asking Maharashtra government to ban RSS or they will choose 1942 methods to put them down. And then PG Kher said, Baba, chhod, it's not your job. Don't try to threaten them. Then after that again 48, Hundreds of lives lost, I know it's thousands because I don't have records. In Pune, Sangli, Kolhapur belt, because Brahmins, RSS people lost huge number of lives, property, jobs, everything. That was next. After that, if you look at the entire, you have been in Mumbai. No RSS, nobody with any even slightest ink of RSS on his shirt will get promoted as chief editor, chief anchor, or in any of the Marathi channels, in any of the Marathi newspapers. They have no chance at all. And this is even right up to now, that's the case. So in that scenario, if there is an effort to mix up the two sides, voters are not accepted. It's not for me. You just take free poll. You can start your poll in our system itself. That
I'm asking you, did the RSS make a mistake by becoming so flexible on the issue of ideology?
Where is RSS comes in?
Where did the BJP become? Did the BJP pay the price for showing so much ideological flexibility, or rather giving a sense that ideology does not matter?
Voters have told them. Who am I to tell?
No, but why don't you say it for yourself?
I said it in the article.
You think the BJP does not support its own people? You also said that Nupur Sharma should be brought back.
I expanded on the issue that if you look at the voters, you talk to any voter, you just have a team of people talking to 1,000 BJP voters, NCP voters, you'll find the answer why I'm saying this. They may try to come together again with a common agenda. It's for them to come with a common agenda and fight the election again. It's up to them. It is for up to people to accept or not.
I got this feeling
since the time that
After
I picked up for BJP, there are huge bets. For NCP, it's a huge, huge risk for the next election, Maharashtra election around the corner. It's for them to think and either convince the voters that we have a clear-cut common agenda to develop Maharashtra, or they decide what to do. Who am I to say? As a voter, not even as an analyst, it is very clear that it's very difficult to get the votes transferred to each other. I'm not even looking at any other issue.
What you're basically indicating is that the BJP should give up alliances like Ajit Pawar, go back to its ideological core. And you also talk, I get a feeling that there was this disconnect between RSS and BJP, a growing sense that the BJP, though it carried out broadly the ideological motives of the RSS, like 370 and Ram Mandir and Ram Mandir, but
core issues.
Core issues. But it showed too much, I would say, flexibility on the issue of ideology and did not stand by its own people. You said
it's only Maharashtra.
No, you said now nationally I'm saying. You said people insulting Bhagwan Shri Ram and Hindu Dharma get a red carpet into the BJP.
I responded to that.
And welcome. But a very young and seasoned good leader like Nupur Sharma is scolded harshly, publicly, and in fact further citing Nupur Sharma's case, and I know that a lot of people feel strongly against the BJP on this. Yesterday, when Sam Pitroda was brought back by the Congress party, the common conversation in social media was that the Congress is getting back Sam Pitroda, who calls South Indians Africans. But the BJP has completely thrown out Nupur Sharma. And not just that, you also say, why Nupur Sharma? You say, is this how you treat your frontliners? How does a worker feel secure in difficult battlefields like West Bengal, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu or Kerala? And you know the case. Today there's been a picture of a BJP Mahila Morcha worker in Bengal who has been stripped and beaten on the streets. And this isn't the kind of national mayhem that there should be on an issue like this. So I was this also a feeling that frontliners who are fighting for your ideology are treated like cannon fodder by the BJP, or BJP rather should have been more supportive of them? Only then the party can grow.
As far as I know, Nupur Sharma is being given protection. She
doesn't want protection. She's been politically marginalized.
Yes, politically marginalized. So I'm sure BJP knows it. BJP leadership will, at the right opportunity, bring her out, let her live her life. I'm very sure of that. I just have to keep on reminding. So as a well-wisher of strong opinion people, I just have to keep on reminding that there is a lady who is suffering, the other workers are suffering. So I have a right to remind the leadership that there are people like this. Bengal, of course, certain extent,
what do you think
BJP can be proactive, but beyond a stage in the village level, If they don't have that kind of strong cadre, some leaders have to be stationed in the villages so they can help them out.
Can I tell you my information on Bengal? My information on Bengal.
But they cannot they cannot put governance rules knowing that what are the constitution provisions.
I understand.
But they have to use whatever provision possible to control the lady.
But in RSS pulled back in Bengal, because the BJP leadership was also drawn with people like Shuvendu, who are not your ideological base, and who have come from Trinamool, and the BJP structure is not mature, but does not lean as much on RSS as it should, because Shuvendu wants to create his own political structure in Bengal, whereas actually the Sangh Parivar structure in Bengal is very deep as it is in Assam. Only the difference is, in Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, being perhaps more mature politically, is leaning on and working more closely with the RSS and hence delivering the results which he has done this time.
It proves my point.
Which means, it proves my point, not yours.
It's up to BJP to, join hands with RSS and get best manufacturing.
No, right? But it also proves my point. Let me tell you why. It proves my point.
Let me talk of Bengal.
That where RSS and BJP don't work together.
It is up to the local units. It cannot come from the top. In the top, there is good harmony, good brotherhood, good relations. At the local level, ultimately, local leader has to reach out. Both sides. And there are Samanvay Baitaks which happen every period, every month or quarterly.
Did not reach out in Bengal?
I'll tell you. As far as RSS is concerned, RSS is the only organization helping the people, the workers down in the village level. Even now I got message, same I got in the 2021, that only RSS, a grassroots, is helping them filing cases, trying to protect them to whatever extent they can. Yes, to whatever extent they can.
RSS, BJP is not helping.
I have written messages, I have got oral messages, sir, यही है जो हमारे साथ खड़े हैं, जो हमारे को help कर रहे हैं, हमको ऊपर से help नहीं आ रही, पहुंच नहीं रही, and they have a problem about that. And how BJP can reach out to them at the last end, that is for them to work out, because it's a necessity, it's a must. As RSS local, see, RSS local network is not as good as, let us say, Kerala. In Kerala, if something goes, they come together immediately.
The local network in Bengal is much better than
it's still new. If you look at the base of RSS, BJP is very, very poor people. Economically, community-wise, they are very poor people from the most marginalized communities. You know that. So naturally, for them to put up that kind of physical resistance is not very easy. That is where role of grassroots level workers come. They are working together. BJP local workers, RSS local workers, they are putting up the fight and protecting their own people. My complaint is why it is not visible from the state level and the center level that we are there. We are standing there, so you can't come after 7 days and take out a procession there, talking to people. No, it's not required to be public. It has to be actually down on the ground. So that's the problem. That's the seriousness of the situation which I am trying to draw. It is, and I am saying that RSS, BJP, cadre at the ground level are working very closely. Let me tell you very clearly, because they come and tell me this, they call me and tell me this, and I have also attended 2021 meetings. I know TMC people who left TMC just because of the violence. One of them was regularly on panels. And I said, "Kahan gaya dada?" Bolta hai ki I feel so bad about this violence of 2021, left the party. So there are good people everywhere. Whatever can be done at the ground level, see, you have seen how police work. You know how TMC goons work. At that level, if whatever can be done is being done.
Do you think the BJP also got upset with JP Nadda's comment? Because JP Nadda said in that interview, today we have grown. Today we are very capable. The BJP runs itself.
It's true, no? What's wrong?
But
as I said, context was wrong.
In response, you said, let me say it bluntly. The RSS is not a field force of BJP. BJP has its own karyakartas. Yes. And you also felt, and you said, and I quote, the false ego that only BJP leaders understand real politics and RSS cousins are village bumpkins is smirk-worthy. And immediately there were a lot of people who understood what you were trying to say, that the BJP looks down on the RSS as far as running or participating in the electoral process is concerned. But my question is, did in your view JP Nadda go too far by claiming the independence of the BJP from the RSS machinery as far as elections are concerned? Was that the reason, core issue, Mul Mudda, was that the reason that the RSS decided to slightly pull back its efforts in this election and let BJP have a taste of their actual full strength, and say that, okay, you think you can sweep Uttar Pradesh on your own. Okay, you think you can sweep Bengal on your own, go and try. And therefore, now as a result, after the election, there is no alternative. The BJP leaders are coming back to you, consulting with you, speaking with you, participating with you, which is a good thing.
What I said is not in construct of Nadda ji. No, listen to me. Listen to my context.
Yeah, sure.
I have in touch with BJP leaders. We talk to each other locally. I talk to people at Mumbai level, Maharashtra level, and my own locality level. So, of course, I am talking of a little higher leadership where you express certain concern on certain issues that should be taken care of. So the message goes to the leadership, and that middle level leadership tells me, and it has happened thrice to me in last 10 years. Ratan ji, आप बहुत sensitive हो, सब बढ़िया चल रहा है, सब first class चल रहा है. I am talking to those people. Nadda ji's statement, I have said time and again, what he said is right. Context was wrong, place was wrong. Because I have written about the same thing, exact same words. Pick up my book, and you see, you'll find the same statement I made. There is nothing wrong in the statement. It's just today's world. You pick up in social media one sentence, you pick up one title, you pick up one part of sentence and say we don't need RSS.
And I would say it hit home. Now,
as I said, this is the context of my statement. What I have written about country bumpkins, not what Nadda ji said. Nadda ji didn't talk about the wisdom of the RSS people. No, he said we have our own rank and file. I agree with that. But whether the rank and file actually works on the field was exposed this time, because when everything goes fine, you can sit in the social media, put some selfies, make good impression and say, I'm working. But when actually then the chips are down, you find that Congress supported NGOs are spreading fake news across lanes of UP and SC, ST areas, and local worker doesn't realize that is my problem.
Does the RSS believe that the BJP is still its only bet or best bet politically?
RSS never split its bet. When did it split the bet? There is no bet for RSS. RSS believes BJP is closest to them. RSS Swayamsevaks are also in other parties who either went to those parties during some time. They are there. But they can only thrive here. For example, when
there's a conspiracy theory doing the rounds.
For example,
that as far as the RSS
when left said that Congress said Vajpayee is a good person in the wrong party. But would Vajpayee survive in a Congress? He won't survive.
But would similarly, would the RSS benefit if the Congress were to be in power?
I am saying,
this feeling also that RSS is showing a fair amount of moderation. The RSS is trying to say, let's all be moderate, let's all be nice, let's all be accommodative. And there is a view, it's a conspiracy theory, that if push comes to shove, now here's a core question. The RSS can even work with the Congress.
I use that language, whatever country bumpkin, that they don't know what Congress does to RSS. You think RSS is that way? No, RSS does not carry grudge. RSS does not carry grudge against any party. In your own programs, every panelist is a very good friend of mine.
No, but that's not a...
You know that RSS has friends with every party, but RSS knows that what will Congress do for the Hindus? Don't Hindus realize?
The BJP, let me tell you, I've been speaking to BJP leaders, what they say about the RSS. They say that does the RSS not realize that it is its own loss if it gets so angry with the BJP that it will create a situation in which its own social agenda and civilizational agenda will take a back seat. And the BJP leaders believe that the RSS has taken it a bit too far this time. They will cool down. They need to understand that BJP and Congress, RSS and Congress can never work together. It's like RSS and CPM can never work together. But is it true or not that RSS did have meetings with Rajiv Gandhi in 1984?
It was that time for Ram Mandir. So what?
No, but why did they want to work with the
RSS for Ram Mandir? RSS had no enemy. RSS wanted everybody to work for Ram Mandir. There was Arvaniji's Rathatra, and they talked to Rajiv Gandhi also. They talked to PV Narasimha Rao. So what?
So will the RSS have required do business with the Congress? Will the RSS have required do business with the Congress?
What is business about it?
Business
Ram is not business.
No, I'm not saying Ram. Huh? I'm saying, does the RSS more or less equate the Congress and the BJP as two national parties?
See, you are a very acute observer of Indian political scene. Do you think this Congress is the same which was there during Rajiv Gandhi or Indira Gandhi's time? You see no difference that Congress, traditional congressman is no more in Congress.
Can I
who is controlling the Congress?
Can I respond
Today,
to that?
Congress is controlled by ultra-left
It's not.
people.
It's not.
That is who set the agenda.
Congress can put on a mask, 1 minute, to get your support. The Congress can praise RSS. To get your support, the Congress can put on a mask. And the RSS might get influenced by that imagery that the Congress wants to create, because the Congress would benefit, or any opposition party would benefit, of discord between the BJP and the RSS, and therefore that might be the tactic.
See, you can say RSS is moderate, RSS is modest, but RSS
is the RSS
intelligent
moderate?
enough,
Is
right?
it getting moderated?
No, but
is
RSS, you are saying that RSS is not intelligent enough to understand what's happening in the political field.
I think the RSS is very intelligent.
Right? So when you say that Congress आपसे अच्छी मीठी बात करेगी, आप कांग्रेस के पीछे लग जाओगे, you think it's possible? Indira Gandhi did not ban Vanvasi Kalanashram Vivekanand Kendra in Northeast during emergency. But did RSS not work to throw Indira Gandhi out? If they were so obliged to Indira Gandhi that, Vivekanand Kendra को काम करने दिया, Vanvasi Kalanashram को ban नहीं किया, then they did not ban ABP. So they would not have seen to it that Indira Gandhi is defeated.
When will this
after
Cold War
77?
end, in your view?
Huh?
When will this RSS-BJP
There is no Cold War.
end?
It is in your mind.
It's there.
There is no Cold War. See, in a
let me put it this way.
family, when there is a setback, everybody makes comment. Suppose tomorrow something happens in studio, your wife will tell, why did you do this? Does that make her a Cold War with you? No. Your friend will say, यार अर्नब क्या जरूरत थी ग्रेटर नोएडा में जाके बैठ गए सब करने की?
No, my wife will not say because we are in it together. But
in a family, when there is some problem, they will talk to each other, they will criticize each other, but finally come to a conclusion how they have to work together.
No. My question. So your viewers, very important points. Please continue.
So they will see to it that whatever setback is there, whatever mistakes were done, they will not be repeated. Ultimately, both agenda is same. Where is the difference in agenda? Where is that? Who wants BJP out of power? Do you know? Everybody knows. Every Hindu knows that Congress is going to do what they are going to do with the Hindus. Is there any doubt? Look at what kind of agenda they have. Look how they polarize voters. Look how they divide Hindu community in the name of caste, in the name of survey, everything. Why will any Hindu fall for it? If RSS decides to join Congress, for example, Hindus will not go with RSS. Hindus have become that much intelligent because of 90 years of work that RSS did, now 100 years now. So if we consider 2014 as the watershed movement, who brought that watershed movement? RSS, 90-year work. From there on, Modi ji took it to new height. That everybody started saying, okay, Hindutva is the right thing and nationalism right thing. You remember I had so many fights with you when you said, who are you to talk about Hindus? You remember? And from there on, see your journey. So definitely RSS is doing something right when people start saying, okay, they have something to see, and you take my interview today. 10 years ago, say, कौन है हिंदू की बात करने वाला, इसको बाहर निकालो. So definitely things have changed. Definitely viewpoints have changed. Definitely more Indians are aware what RSS wants to do in last 100 years to awaken the people's national spirit, to be united, to be disciplined, and look for nation first. That is what I said all the while. So that agenda is on. And that agenda is being carried by BJP. Some technical mistakes are done. Some wrong strategies are used. So a well-wisher like me will speak out, and that will be taken in the right spirit. I can tell you, not one BJP leader has called me saying, तुमको क्या जरूरत है लिखने की? Not one BJP leader. Those who have called me saying, आपने सही बात की, कोई गलत उसका फायदा उठा सकता है. But what is said is, this is something we have to think about it.
For a couple of weeks.
See, what I had to say, I've already said. Why should I keep on, trying to create an atmosphere as there's some, civil war going on between the two parties, two organizations? It's not true. So what I said had already been said. It is just because you are such a close friend, you insisted, I have come here. I have not done any interview after 2.5 days because what I had to say already said. Why you want to keep on echoing that, multiplying it, trying to score some points as I'm trying to, become some kind of Superman? No, I don't want any. See, I did not write it for my ego. I did not write to project myself. I don't need to, I should not. I'm an RSS person after all. So it is just because there are a lot of noise, I went on clarifying certain people, I said it's enough. Why should I keep on talking the same thing again and again? What I've told you, I've told half of it, I've told other people also.
Finally,
So that is the reason I've kept quiet. There is no underground. I was on many TV channels. It is because in your Delhi you got a new production team who doesn't know me. If I were in Mumbai, they would call me every day. But now I come once in a while because that team doesn't know me.
I'll only tell you one thing.
I hope after today they'll call me.
I agree with you on everything. I just disagree with you on what you claimed was my ideological inconsistency, because on issues regarding Hinduism, anti-terrorism, Pakistan, I have been consistent through my career. So I have been a right-winger through my career. I don't flow with the weather or run with the tide. My question to you
I'll
is...
give one example. I'll give one example. Puttur Temple. You remember Puttur Temple debate when a Muslim IS officer was to lead the procession? Right? At that time we had a huge fight because I said, if I don't believe in a particular belief system, I will not lead that particular place. I will not go to church. I will not go to mosque to lead their prayers because I don't believe in that particular religion. I will lead my prayers. So why should a Muslim lead my prayer in Puttur? And we had a huge fight on that.
That was regarding... Okay. Now I'll tell you.
I'm just saying over a period of time.
That is regarding a administrative function. Equally, let me tell you this. My views have never been the same as yours or others regarding Sabrimala.
Yes,
and way back in my career, we did a story, I did a story way back in 96, 97 on Sabrimala, where the contention was that a woman IS officer of Patinam Titta, who is between the ages that women are not allowed within the Sabrimala campus, should be allowed to oversee the arrangements, and I was on the side that they should be. So when it comes to a balance between gender rights and what is seen to be ancient religious practices, I believe that we should move with the time. So I don't have to be consistent with anyone's view. However, this has been a very illuminating conversation because the sum total of this conversation...
For example, all this left claim that, LGBT is an issue that left fights for. They stand with Islamists, they can't fight for LGBT. Who stood by LGBT? RSS-BJP. Who sought it that decriminalized? RSS-BJP. So now RSS-BJP has to magnify this message that, okay, Hindu is the civilization which stands with these people.
It should, for which is why Mohan Bhagwat should also give me an interview.
During Sabrimala, why there are people are abusing RSS? Because very senior ideologue of RSS, Ranga Hariji, many years back had said that according to Shastra this is not necessary, and he gave some scriptural descriptions and all that, and he was criticized for that. And when I met him before his last days, he said, I stand my views. But if other people want to have a different view, I can't stop them.
I always believe...
So you have a right to have your stance which people don't believe in. And I am the same opinion. That's why I write the way I write. You are the same opinion that on certain issues we may not, agree, but we respect each other. The whole idea why I like you is that you will fight, you will argue, but you will give the space to the other party, and you will invite the person again. That's the beauty of democracy.
If the person comes, which you have today. Last question.
That's the beauty of democracy.
In the real politic of it, we have October. We have elections in Jharkhand, Maharashtra, and Haryana. These are elections BJP just has to win if it needs to maintain a semblance of being in control of the political situation. You see the RSS and BJP working even more closely together, and the RSS being as vested in the BJP's success as the BJP itself will be this time. No, even more this time.
The reason
this is an unusual election.
People like me criticized or raised certain issues because they want BJP to do much better. They want BJP to win. When I say that local cadre are not meeting each other, reason or they should meet, they should work together. Why? For example, for this election, Legislative Council, the BJP leader of the local area came, gave me the card, voter card, which I voted just 2 days back, and took a selfie saying, I tell the people that, I went to give the card to Ratan Sharda. It's a positive development. So whatever I am saying, if that is taken in the right spirit, there is no criticism. It is a well-wishes points which are taken in the right spirit. I am saying BJP is taking right spirit, and I think it will come out much better in the coming elections. See, now elections are over, cabinet is made, all the halla gulla around Lok Sabha election is over. Already seen that emergency resolution which has completely shaken up the Congress and their friends. So something more will be done. See, you can't say that Modi ji, Amit Shah doesn't know how to respond to
I believe anyone who's underestimating Prime Minister Narendra Modi is making a strategic mistake.
So that is the reason I was only cautioning the cadre, the mid-level leadership who thought that Modi ji सब आगे लगे हम तो ठीक है बाद में जय जयकार कर देंगे वोट आ जाएंगे वोटर को निकालना पड़ता है. That is the message.
So some total viewers, this has been a great conversation. Some total viewers, the takeaway from me for this conversation is there was disagreement. I wouldn't call it discord. The election results gave the RSS ideologues, RSS aligned people an opportunity to ask the BJP to self-reflect. That was seen to be an admonishment by the Lutyens media and the Lutyen circuit, which was an overstatement of facts. But sum total, there will be closer coordination, and I think the Sangh and the BJP will work very closely to see if they can win the upcoming state elections in Haryana, Maharashtra and Jharkhand, which they really have no alternative for. Tell me what you thought of this conversation. I'll put small clips on social media as well. This has been a great episode of The Nation Wants to Know, and I've had a chance to do a deep dive with Ratan Sharda. Big thank you to him and to all of you.
Thanks, Arnab.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you.